Hey everybody, I'm Phillip, and today we are going to check out the Sylvanas'S Judgement cinematic. I've been keeping up to date on these. I've reacted to a few. I've said it in previous videos, I'll say it again. I am a former Horde player, disgraced Horde player. Sylvanas used to be my favorite back in the day. And I was a huge stan for Sylvanas'S back in the day, and yeah, that changed. That changed over the years. I have not played Shadowlands for almost a year, I think. I stopped playing right before the allegations came out, about like a week and a half, ironically, before they came out, and so I haven't seen any of the new stuff. Nothing from the new patches that finally came out. I know I'm not in a minority when I think that this expansion was a huge dropped ball. It was the final straw for me. This is the longest I've went without playing Warcraft in 10 years. I know people have been playing since vanilla, since it started, and have quit or taken breaks or whatever. What kept me in the game, as I've also stated, is the lore. And I'm a huge lore nerd. So the lore was just always like the selling point for me because it was so good. And then it stopped being so good. And BFA pissed me off for a myriad of reasons. And then Shadowlands, let's say, was just the final straw for me. But I have been keeping up with the lore through the cinematics, listening to Noble and stuff like that, just to see where it's going, what it's doing, and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and check out what the Judgement for Once Upon a Time was my favorite character in the game. And then they absolutely ruined her. So also I'm a lore nerd, but I'm not a lore encyclopedia. I miss things. I don't catch everything. This is my first time watching stuff. I've got dragged over the coals in past videos for not seeing something or not understanding something correctly. That may be the case here, just to let you know. So let's see what this holds in store for us and see what the Judgement is for Sylvanas'S Windrunner.
Sylvanas'S Windrunner, the time for your judgment is at hand.
Oh, Pelagos the Arbiter. Shows how in the loop I am. Yeah, Tyrande.
There can be no true justice without compassion.
I liked Pelagos.
And I can see your deeds bear the mark of the jailer's influence. An influence we failed to contain.
The jailer did not control me. My actions were mine alone, and I accept their consequences.
Then, you know in your heart to whom you must answer.
I submit to the judgment of Tyrande Whisperer.
Entrusting justice to your most fervent adversary. Are there any gathered here who object to this fate? So be it.
Uh-oh.
What game do you play now, Banshee? The Sylvanas'S I hunted would never submit to the blade of her enemy.
Death would be a merciful end, Tyrande. And I do not expect your mercy.
Your newfound remorse might be genuine, but it can never erase all you have done. There will be no peace for you, Windrunner, until there is peace for the souls of your victims. The prisoner is in my charge now. Bring her. Below lies the maw, an unjust fate to which you doomed so many. And it will be there that your penance begins. Every soul lost in its depths, betrayed or condemned, shall find and send forth to the Arbiter.
Wow.
To be judged with the compassion all souls deserve. You will toil there, under Doratha's watchful eye, scouring every darkened reach, until the final soul is free, and you are all that remains. This is how you shall bring renewal to your victims and my people.
However long it takes, it shall be done.
Undo Falador, old friend. Watch her well.
All right, so I'm a little torn on this one. This was a lose-lose situation for everyone involved as far as the story went. If you execute her right there on the spot, it's justice, but there's no atonement. But if you go this route and give her a chance to make up for what she's done, which I still think, like, I might get some backlash for this, but, and this is not me as a former Sylvanas'S apologist. It's not. I swear to you, it's not. That ship sailed a long time ago. I wish I'd been doing reactions to stuff. I wish I'd been streaming back when the world tree burned. You would know that I was not on board after that. And up until that moment, she was freaking awesome. Her backstory was so freaking cool. And then with what they did with Arthas, I know other people have seen it differently. I watched Taliesin's video. I know I'm usually wrong about my opinions and judgments on things, but I don't hate it, but it also doesn't feel right. It's logical in the context of what she did. Like, if you want to preserve the character and not kill it off, which would be a big deal, but they've killed off important characters before. But, you know, she was such a fan favorite, which I know shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. And I also haven't read the book. I'm not going to. Like, I shouldn't have to read supplemental stuff to get the full story, I don't think. It should be just like the seasoning to the dish. You should not be required to be full from your meal by going somewhere else and getting more food. The food should be given to you when you pay for it. So I'm torn because I don't like it, but I don't mind it, I guess. It fits, you know, she has to repent for every soul. Okay. It doesn't change what happened or anything like that. And I felt like they were like kind of trying to use the jailer as like a scapegoat, which she said, no, you know, he did not control me. So I thought that was good, that she's at least owning up to everything that happened, and it was her decision to do it in the end. This just feels like, for the team, best case scenario out of a really shitty hand that was dealt. So yeah, I guess, like I said, to summarize it, I don't like it, but I understand it and I get it. And it's one of those things, I don't know how I would have written it differently, to be honest. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it, like, if you're watching, let me know down in the comments below, what would you have done if you disagree with this? And I'm sure there are a lot of people who hate this a lot. That's totally fair. I don't hate it. I just don't like it. But I don't know what I would have done to make myself like it, I guess is what I'm getting at. So what would you have done differently? And if nothing, do you kind of, are you in the same boat as me where like, you're like, okay, like this is lose-lose, so I guess try make the best of a really, really crappy situation. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't sit right, you know? But the old tautology, it is what it is. So we have to accept it and move on, and hopefully the lore gets better like it used to be. But I don't have high hopes for that either. But we're gonna wrap this one up. There's nothing else I can really say. I just want to see how it ended and what Sylvanas'S final judgment was, and makes sense. It makes sense, but you know, yeah. Maybe one day in the future I will dust off my shaman troll and become Zappy Boy again, but we'll see. We'll see. That's gonna wrap this one up. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.